everyone, I am here with Titus. We're going to go over some liberty exercises today. So it's been about 2, almost 3 weeks since I've done this with him, which is why he has both his halter and the lead rope on, as with Titus you need to do consistent exercises, and I have not done that with him in a while. Mainly due to that we just got back from fair on Sunday, and before that we were prepping for fair, and come on, good boy. So he didn't get the proper amount of attention that he needed for his liberty exercise. So how I first trained them to follow me around is with treats. I do agree that there's nothing wrong with training with treats at first, as long as you don't overly treat them. And head up. There we go, good boy. And you make sure that they know that they can and have to do it without treats too. I'm gonna grab the whip, which is why I fell out of the camera's view. This isn't the whip that I normally use, but I accidentally misplaced my other whip. So we'll see how he does. Like I said, it's been almost 2 to 3 weeks that he hasn't done this. He's doing pretty well for it without that though. There we go, good boy. He is doing what I want him to do. I want him to move his hindquarters. Right here is where I want him to sidestep. We'll see if he can do it. Come on, sidestep. There you go. I want to at least get a few sidesteps out of him. Your body move over as he moves. There we go. Come on, Titus. Come on, Titus. There we go. Come on, Titus. It helps me training with them at first to have a solid barrier behind them, like a fence or gate or a trailer or even a vehicle to work. We have not worked on this even longer than the circles that I have him do. I don't know if he'll do it now because I was bragging about it earlier. There you go. Such a great job with his little circle. Eventually we'll get to the point where he'll do a full circle around me and not just move his hind end. But right now he's still learning. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You'll see I'll still use my hand as guidance where I want him to move. I want him to bring his head towards me, which is why I have my hand on the other side of his head. And move his butt like that. Yeah, I know. Now, I normally wouldn't do this because he should know what to do, but it has been a while since he has done this. And this is what he should do on both sides. But for some reason, we're having a little more difficulty with this side today. Good boy. Back, 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 back. Oops, sorry. Okay. Now we want minimum touching. Well, I want personally minimum touching to him, but I've only been doing this with him I think about May. Could be wrong. And He's a little bit different case than some of the other horses I've trained in Liberty. He is a little more sensitive to touch, and he was terrified of the whip at first. So I had to really desensitize him with the whip. And when I first started training with him for Liberty, I didn't introduce the whip until months afterwards. I wanted him to follow me. And not that Liberty's all about the horse following you, but it is a huge part of it, and it does help a lot that the horse will follow you and trust you enough to follow you. Oh boy. Come on. No. Come on. Come on. He does have a short attention span sometimes, so I have to watch him. Normally when I do Liberty training, I want to look forward and I want to look at what I'm trying to go towards. But with him, I do have to kind of watch, and with my beginner Liberty horses, especially because right now I'm out in the open. Not in a fenced-in area. As you can tell, we are, I'd say like 20, 30 feet from the road. So I need to watch not only where he's going, but if a car or something spooks him, then I don't want him to flip out about it. Not that I've never really had a horse flip out in this area. Hopefully not yet. I don't want to jinx myself by saying that, but I do want to be on the safe side, which is why, again, he has the lead rope and the halter both on. So I do this about 20 to 30 minutes each day when we're on a solid regimen of Liberty training. Because of the fair week, we kind of got thrown off. But now that we are back at home, everything's settled in, and I'm taking care of everything, I can get him back on his solid training schedule. Back. So the goal is to introduce him to different events within next year. I'd even hopefully like to get him introduced to events this winter, but I haven't been able to reach out to that many people that would like to have us there to do different events. I was really hoping to do events at like rodeos, to do like a 2 to 5 minute skit, or even push it into their intermission breaks that they have, but unfortunately trying to get a hold of a rodeo was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And then the few people that I've contacted, I've never heard back from them. And I'm not really one to repeatedly call or repeatedly email. So that doesn't really help my case of trying to figure out different places to do this at. I was kind of hoping, I reached out to several people and reached out on a broader basis of asking about different places to do this at. Some people said that I should go to shows and show at their Liberty thing. But a lot of the registered shows around here, the Liberty shows, the Liberty classes, aren't really the Liberty that I am hoping to gain towards for and with him. At the registered shows, the Liberty classes that they have is more that they're running a few laps, and it's more to see how sound they are and their gaits when they're naturally running. Because you can force a horse in a cart or riding to move a different way than what they naturally do. And that's not the type of Liberty that I'm trying to achieve with Titus here. We are more going towards trick Liberty, and that is more towards where the whip comes in, and when I bring this around, there we go, now he's getting into it. I want him to move with the whip, move with me, move off the cues I give him, and I want him to perform different tricks, because Titus here is club-footed in the front and pigeon-toed in the back. He does not have a solid career as a riding horse for little kids or as a driving horse. Both of those would be way too hard on his feet, and unfortunately, that is just not something that he can do. Even if he had better feet, it would take years to get him to that place because of his sensitivities with his size. So Liberty training is my best bet with him. He enjoys it. He does it better than anything else that I've done with him. We've done halter, showmanship, and trail with him, which he does like and enjoys. But that is not something that I can do full time with him. I can show him in halter, but he will not place time halter because of his, as I like to call it, funky appearance. Like I said, he's club-footed in the front, pigeon-toed in the back. His back is too long, butt is too short, shoulders, he's just a mess, conformation-wise. Head up, head up. And it's not something that you want to bring into a halter class. I do it anyways because I want to get him out there and want to get him to be seen by different things and to do different things, but he won't place high. So it's like $5 down the drain, essentially, besides getting him used to it. Unless he's in a halter class where he is guaranteed to place. Because there have been halter classes where we have gone to where there have only been like 4 or 5 horses and they place up to 6 or 8. Well, he's guaranteed to place then, unless you get a judge that will disqualify you. But he has never been disqualified despite his funky appearance. So us doing the trick liberty is what he does best at. He is really a great horse, and I'm really glad I got him in a trade that I did with his old owner. And he's actually been helping other people learn liberty. We do all my liberty clinics that we host here. I do a lot of liberty clinics with him, showing this is what they're supposed to do when he's on track. As you can tell, when he's a little off, he doesn't listen as well, but once he gets into it, he listens better. I'm really thankful for him. So I'm going to do a couple more things with Liberty, and I'm going to talk a lot more, as I really like to explain Titus. Titus is my pride and joy when it comes to Liberty. Not many horses listen as well as him, especially ground tying and standing as well as he does right now. So, one of the things that I have not taught him yet is laying down or bowing. That is something that I'm hoping to teach him later on. I'm really wanting him to learn the sidestepping first, which is a little more difficult with him because he doesn't seem to understand yet. We've only been doing it about a month, I would say. And I would say in that month, 2 to 3 weeks of it, we weren't doing anything at all. So for as little training into sidestepping as he has had, he does really good at it, especially if I have him up against a gate or a solid surface behind him, like fence, trailer, etc. But since he's in an open space and I don't have that solid fencing behind him or solid object behind him to, if he steps back, he runs into it to make him sidestep because I'm in front of him and I can make sure that he doesn't go forward. It's a little more difficult with him. And he's, like I said, a unique case, so it's a little more difficult than some of my other horses that I've trained for Liberty. Now I'm going to go back, I'm going to do some more circles, I'm going to talk some more about Liberty, I'm going to tell you guys where I am, and hopefully, if any of you know of anyone that could help us out with a situation like this, of finding us, anyone, even if it's a local fundraiser show or anything like that, where we can come and perform and do a small Liberty skit, I would really appreciate it. We're in Sherwood, Michigan. It's in southern Michigan by the Ohio and Indiana border. Hitchin' a Dream is the farm that I own, and it's a training facility for miniature horses primarily. I do train other horses, but my main focus is miniature horses, as that's what I have currently. I'm hoping to get into draft horses soon once I save up enough money. I've worked with draft horses for years now, and I truly enjoy it, but right now the market is really high for draft horses, so I'm hoping that I can save enough money to get a draft horse here, especially because we do lessons for driving and riding and Liberty and others, like trail and other events that you can do with horses. But since all of my horses are miniature horses, he's my second tallest horse I have here because I only have miniature horses and ponies. And that limits the clientele that I can have here because I can only as tall of kids ride my horses, especially because they're so short. My tallest is 39 inches tall and my shortest is 28 inches tall, which really doesn't help my program that I'm trying so hard to build and trying so hard to get clinics going and everything. And I'll make another video and talk about some of my clinics that we have going on. And I will bring out another horse here soon, hopefully today. It'll depend on how long I decide to work with Titus here. And he's really doing great right now with his ground tying. He knows when to ground tie. He has a stand command that I've been teaching him and training him on. He does really great with that. And I'm really, really hoping that we can go to different events. So I'm going to do a few more things with him. And it'll probably be about the same things that you've seen before, as we don't really have a big enough area right now to do much more in. And, well, not that I can't. I have the arena over there, but this is one of my favorite places to work with horses, and not only because it's a lot more even ground than my arena is, but because they also get desensitized towards vehicles and tractors and farm equipment as it goes by. Okay. Good boy. Good boy, Titus. Good boy. Back, 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 back. Good boy. Step up. Step up. Come on. Step up. You can do it. Good boy, Titus. Good boy. Oh. Stand. Walk on. Good boy. Now you can definitely see all the time that I've spent with him, training with him, as he did a lot better than what he did at the beginning of the video. He just needed to be brushed up on it, and he really excelled at it. I'm really proud of him, not only because of how well he did, but because he's a great horse to begin with. He just needed a chance to do something that he was really great at. His old owner needed a different horse for what they were wanting to do, and the horse that I had wasn't quite getting into my program, and I needed another horse that would fit into my program a lot better. And she was a great horse, Texas was. Her new name's Luna. But I had other horses here that I could use in my program, and she was a smaller build, and I needed something a bigger build, and I really wanted to focus on Liberty with one horse. Primarily focus on Liberty. Do a few other things with it, but my main thing wanted to be Liberty with just one horse. That was originally going to be Willow, but Willow is such a in-hand queen. Not only with jumping, trail, besides the wooden bridge, the tire pyramid, we still need to conquer that with her, and I'll do a video on trying to get her to do that soon. And she's a driving queen too. She's an amazing driver. She's a Western pleasure horse, heart to heart. But Titus here, he can't do as little Willow can, not only because of his hoofs, but because of his sensitivities to his side. And he just doesn't have that build that you need in a cart horse. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to expand more into that. I really appreciate all my subscribers and everybody who follows the videos and comments and gives me suggestions on new videos to make and helps me with my YouTube channel. I'm really wanting to grow this YouTube channel, Hitchin' a Dream Farm, into something bigger and to help people grow into something more, especially with the different activities that we do at Hitchin' a Dream. I know that I would just, before I was given the suggestion to try head up YouTube, I would just do my training activities and exercises with these horses normally. Now I get to do what I've always wanted to do, and educate other people on different things that I know a little bit about. And not only that, I also get to follow other YouTube channels and educate myself even more than I already have. I go to clinics, I trailer into clinics, and we host clinics here. So I really like broadening my horizon on my education level, as I believe that you're never too old or too young to learn something, and you never know enough about a different subject, even with driving. I consider myself an advanced driver with horses, but I know that there are things that I can still brush up on and grow into and get better at. And I know that there are things that I can do and go to other clinics to drive at, but unfortunately in this area there aren't that many advanced driving clinics. I host driving clinics, beginner and advanced driving clinics here all the time, but I don't learn as much as if I would go to someone else's driving clinic compared to me hosting it and me teaching other people. Don't get me wrong, I still learn things from other people, but it's not the same as going to a clinic that is specifically geared towards teaching someone about something new, if that makes sense. So I really thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate everyone who has subscribed and liked all my videos, and please tell your friends about this. I'm hoping one day that the YouTube channel will pick up and that we can really start to I really want to broaden the youth and low income program and the veteran program that we are starting here. But unfortunately, funds dictate how much I can do with my different programs, and I'm really hoping that the YouTube channel will help with that. Head up. Thank you again, and I really appreciate all your support and comments. And if you would like me to go over anything, I'm hopefully going to go do another, some of the videos that I'm hoping to do in the future are some trail videos, more driving videos, and in-hand jumping. I'm really wanting to do that. I'm really wanting to show different things with Nova, my little pony, who's the tallest pony I have here. She has quite the aggressive nature behind her, so showing different activities with her I think will be really helpful for people who have aggressive horses. And I'll explain the different situations that I've gone through with her and how I've had to go through them and how I achieved different things with her. And I'll go more into that with different videos with her. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.